Mos Eisley Spaceport, you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Haunting the Collector. And listen, I'm going to get a wriggle on with this because it's going to be potentially quite a long video, which I'm going to film this a bit different to the previous long one I did, if that makes sense. Let me just show you what I'm on about. I'm building this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this video in stages. So there'll be little excerpts in between each little mini build. I'm going to keep like the build sections down to just seconds. And yeah, because I thought that would be a good way of doing it. Because I want to go through the minifigures that are in this. And because there's so many minifigures in this. And some of them are like bloody... It's the reason why I bought the set. It's the reason I bought the set, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, like I said, I want to keep this short. So I'm going to shut up and... without further ado, it's time to start running. Without further ado, it's time to start building. So yeah, here we go. I've just paused briefly from the build just to go through the different stages on this, because there is actually information in the booklet that they give you, and there's stuff in here that I don't know. But I also want the minifigures. So the first minifigures we've got here, as you can see, is we've got Luke Skywalker, and we've got this fella who you see briefly at the bar having an natter, and his name, I didn't know his name, this is a new one on me, and I'm not sure I can pronounce this properly, so I will put it on the screen. His name is wretched Kalfas. So there you go. I didn't know that. But anyway, we've got this, which is very recognisable. I recognise it straight away from the Mos Eisley, as they enter Mos Eisley, lumbering past. And there's a little write-up on this, which I'll read to you now. This is a V-35 Landspeeder. And it says in here that this has never been created as an official LEGO Star Wars model before. The V-35 is an older model ground transport, often used on the galaxy's outer rim territories like Tatooine. An inexpensive but versatile speeder, it is widely used by frontier dwellers and smugglers alike. The LEGO version has room for a driver and a passenger. In Star Wars A New Hope, the white and yellow version replicated in this set is seen only briefly by the cantina scene. We get a glimpse of another version of the V-35 with a different colour scheme in Owen Barular's garage as C-3PO is about to take his oil bath. So there we go, folks. That's it. And I'll just show you quickly. There's some images in the booklet. That's nice, isn't it, that they put this stuff in. There you go. Right, back to the build. Just a brief interlude from the build just to show you where I am. So we've got the cantina here at the back now, all built, which looks excellent, superb detail, and looks really quite accurate to the film. And over here we've got the actual bar, and I've got the barman whose name is Wooher, I believe. He's over there. A few more minifigures now. We've got R2 and C-3PO there. We've got Obi-Wan. We've got fantastic Sand Trooper there at the front, and then we've got that little one there called Cabe. His name is Cabe, the one who you might remember from the bar scene. There is a little write-up on this guy. Cabe is a member of the Chandra fan species, bat-like sentience, with big ears and dark eyes. They communicate through high-pitched squeaks, which is also an effective way for Cabe to get the attention of Wooher, the cantina's bartender. She stands only 1 metre tall. Well, there you are. I didn't know her name was Cabe, and I didn't know she was a she. And I didn't know that the bartender's name was Wooher. So there we go. And I'll just try and get him in. He's over there. Look here. I've just stuck him behind the bar for now. So there we go. That's where we are at the moment. Right. Let's crack on with the build. Okay everyone, just another brief interlude here just to show you where I'm at with this build. So the one side of the cantina is now done and looking really impressive, and I'm building the other side, but moreover I wanted to go to the minifigures because we've got quite a few and there is quite a bit of jargon in the book to read and a lot of stuff here I did not know anything about. So let's start with these two on the right hand side. So we've got here Dr. Cornelius Everzan is in fact a doctor. I'll kind of give it away with the name. He was once a promising surgeon but eventually became notorious for conducting twisted medical experiments on his patients. He has a death sentence on 12 systems. Yes, we know that from the famous scene where he bullies Luke and pays for it. And then his mate, Ponda Baba. Now that's a name I did know. I did know his name. An associate and friend to Dr. Everzan is an Aqualish thug who once smuggled spices for Jabba the Hutt. Bored and looking for excitement, Ponda picked a fight with the wrong farm boy and ended up minus one arm. Quite a neat little minifigure indeed. Right. Next, Pete, is... You all recognise that. The official name of the All Bith Cantina band is Figrin Dan. Dan! And the modal nodes. Figrin Dan is the leader, and the other members include Nalan Cheel, Doik Nats, Tedden Dahai, Tekmwa, Ikabel Gont, and Sun Il Ide. Their biggest hit is Mad About Me when translated into basic. There you go. I literally did not know any of that. Then on the very end we have Momor Nadon, also known as Hammerhead. Now when he came out as a Star Wars figure he was just called Hammerhead. None of these had names. Ponda Baba was Walrus Man or something like that. Is an Ithorian and a rebel sympathizer. He was exiled from his home planet of Ithor after he was forced to reveal his species' agricultural secrets to the Empire. He maintains a secret garden in the mountains south of Mos Eisley Spaceport. So there we go. There we go, everyone. How cool is that? And there's a lot of information they've put in here. And I say a lot of this stuff, I'll be honest with you guys, I did not know. But interesting and fun build so far. And I am absolutely loving these minifigures. Oh, and just to show you where I am when I'm doing these Lego builds, I always have the film on. Although, I know this is Return of the Jedi, but I've literally, while I've been building this, I've had A New Hope and Empire, and now I'm on Jedi. So that gives you a rough idea how long I've been building this. Although I do take regular breaks. Right, back to it. Okay, I've literally just finished. Look at this set. Look at that. And those aren't even all the minifigures because was that his name? I can't remember his bloody name. I've actually left him behind the bar in there. So this all opens up incidentally, so you can all the detail inside. You can see some of the detail through the roof, the little alcoves and everything. All done spectacularly well. And we've got the other Stormtrooper figure here up on the dune back, or you can put him in his like little stable area there if you wish to. I've chosen not to. That weird bubble shaped craft that's in there, you've got the moisture evaporators. I believe that's what those towers are, correct me if I'm wrong. And then you've got this storeroom and shop buildings here which connect onto the main hub, and the remainder of the figures here. Now the ones I've not covered, obviously the Jawa, Han and Chewie, which have absolutely no write-up about them whatsoever. I suppose they assume we know all about them. But then these three figures here at the front. Now Greedo has no write-up, but I'm showing you that because, do you know what? I think that might be my favourite figure in this set. That Greedo is... Oh, it's not going to focus. That Greedo, I think, is a superb minifigure, and like I say, I think probably my favourite. But then these two here, I am pretty sure these two figures here, correct me if I'm wrong, were never ever made by Kenner. They were never made as Star Wars figures. I don't ever recall seeing them as Star Wars figures. But there is a write-up on each of these, which I will now read to you. The first one is this fella here, who is Cardu Se Malok, is a Deveronian. That sounds like he's from Devon. A Deveronian with a high bounty on his head. He was a cruel army captain on his homeworld of Deveron and committed deadly crimes. Now he's trying to escape his past by hiding out on Tatooine and going by the alias Labria. So there you go, guys. And then next to him, we've got this awesome guy, who is Garindan. And he is a member of a long-snouted Kubaz species from the planet Kubindi. He made a living as an Imperial informant during the Galactic Civil War. In Star Wars A New Hope, he tracks R2 and C-3PO to Docking Bay 94, where they make their narrow escape on the Millennium Falcon. So there we have it, the completed set. But it's a good build. It's a fun build because it's done in really interesting stages, and the fact that you get a minifigure in every single section. Sometimes you get more than one minifigure, actually. It's brilliant. And like I say, for me, these minifigures were the reason for me getting this set, because I think these are some of the best Lego minifigures I've ever seen. They really are brilliant. Really are. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to get this upstairs now and get it set up properly and on display. So I'll see you upstairs in a minute or two. There it is, in situ. Looking pretty nifty. I am going to get a Lego plate just to stand some of those figures on there. So I've got all the members of the bar basically back there all coming out. The Jawas over by the store. And I think it looks great because I've got the UCS Land Speeder to display with them. So yeah, overall, I've got to say, I am really chuffed with that, and I'm getting quite a nifty little leg. Look at that now. Oh, that looks ace. I love it, man. I love it. Right, let's wrap this video up because it's going to be stupid long. Otherwise, right, I'll see you downstairs. Okay, so there we go, guys. I'm not going to waffle on too long on this one because I've not even edited this yet as I'm speaking to you now. So I've literally just taken the model upstairs and done that bit. So I've got some more editing yet to do, and I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm going to wrap this one up pretty quick. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed the fact that I could break away from just the build like I did with the Rivendell one. And fortunately, there was quite a bit of gumph in the instruction book to be able to read to you, you know, because I mean, I've always considered myself to have a pretty extensive knowledge of the original Star Wars trilogy films from a lifelong passion, but there was quite a bit in there I didn't have a clue. I'd never heard it before. It was completely new information to me. Was it to you? Any of you others out there like me who've been original trilogy fans of Star Wars all your life and you didn't know any of that? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. As with anything to do with this video, guys, or anything else, shove it in the comments, please, and I'll get back to each and every one of you. Literally, as I'm sitting here, I was just doing some stuff less than half an hour ago, and I've come up with an idea of a video I really want to do, and it's relevant to a video I did a video or two ago. Yeah, so I want to get cracking on that one. So before I go back to work. So as always, guys, there's plenty of stuff coming. And if you've enjoyed the video, if you've enjoyed it and you've enjoyed the way I did it this time, please consider clicking the like button. The same goes if you're not a subscriber. I really would appreciate if you'd consider subscribing to the channel as well. And as always, guys, anything at all, shove it in the comments section and I'll get back to you. And yeah, I'm going to shut up and go. I hope you're all having a great week, and I will speak to you all on the next video. Take care of yourselves, and as always, thank you for watching. Ta-ra.